Right, what is going on, guys? Welcome to my Sunderland AFC 2017 to 2018 season review, where I've done this in the previous two seasons, so I'm going to do it again for this season. And even though it keeps every year keeps getting worse and worse, I'm just still going to do it because it's an annual thing. I like doing it. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in quite a while, just I've been really busy and stuff, so apologies about that. And that was a great start. And then but yeah, I'm reviewing all the games, obviously, very quickly. I've done quite a few match reviews, especially since January. So you guys know my thoughts on most of the games, like, near the end of the season. And yes, it was the end of the season, which confirmed us we would be finished 24th, well, even though it's confirmed after the Fulham game. But yeah, we haven't really get League One, and it's just been a poor season. I'm just going to be reviewing all the games and stuff, so let's just get into this right now. Starting off season 1-1, draw at home to Derby. I mean, it was a good great start. Derby went in front, and Lewis got the penalty to equalise right before half time. I know that game could have been run by both sides, and then Sunderland hitting the post, and Derby and then shot like it was going past the post, hitting the bar as well. Loads of few chances in that game where either team could have scored. Was a good start. Then in the Carabao Cup first round, our first time in the first round for like 11 years or so, I think it was. A 1-0 win at Bury. Now that game was poor. I remember we didn't play that well. Joe Hinneman's goal was only goal that it was a goal that obviously sent us through the next round, but really we should have done a lot better that against obviously League. Well, not League Two because Bury went down as well to League Two. We should have done a bit of that. Next game, our first win of the season, 3-1 away at Norwich, and McGraben put us in front. And McGeady's free kick, making it 2, and Grab actually scored again, make it 3, and then Grab actually scored an own goal, which is Norwich's goal. Well, Grab technically got a hat trick, but you know, if he's in the right end of the field, then it could have been a bit sweeter. Next game, a 1-1 draw with Sheffield Wednesday, and I remember like, and this is probably the best start we made to a season, and I don't even know how long, because it's 5 points in our first 3 games. Because that's some more. I remember Honeyman was again putting us in front, and I think it was George Boyd getting equaliser. I think it was like on the hour mark or so. Next game, our first defeat of the season, 2-0 home to Leeds. I mean, it's just a pure game. We didn't play well at all. Leeds were just that was probably Leeds' best part of the season, when it was just really good. And going back to the Carabao Cup, 2-1 away win at Carlisle. I think it was Donald Love and the Gooch wasn't that one. Reuter actually saved the penalty, but then Carlisle ended up scoring the rebound, which is how they got the goals. Yeah, it couldn't go. Obviously, we're doing okay in the cup. Obviously, we haven't really faced anyone major. And final game in August, a 3-0 away defeat to Barnsley, just not good enough whatsoever. In that game, obviously Barnsley, and they're going down with us in the end. I didn't really see them going down to us, but they did. Going into September, 2-1 home defeat to Sheffield United. I think Clayton Donaldson on his debut from Birmingham. I think he scored twice in that game. And then Jack Rodwell, for people I know, Jack Rodwell scored right at the end. A little consolation there. I think that was the game where fans knew that this wasn't going to be a good season. And then midweek 1-0 home defeat Nottingham Forest is not good. And I remember in that game we actually played really well. And then just a stupid mistake from Ty Brown led to Darren Murphy, of all people, scoring. Against us just wasn't good. Then a 1-1 way draw, that's our first point. I think it's about 5 games. James Vaughan putting us in front. And then David Marler, so there seems a theme going to David Marler, almost Sunderland player, getting equaliser. I think it's like 80 minutes or so. And then my game again we played really well, just more points dropped. And then the cup 3-0 defeat to Everton, not really too surprising that game. Then 2-1 home defeat to Cardiff. Cardiff ended up finishing second in the season. I think at that point they were still unbeaten in the league. So that was quite good from them. And then 5-2 defeat to Ipswich in midweek, just absolutely shocking that game. Then 2-0 away draw at Preston, and then Honeyman put us in front, and then Preston put 2-1 up, and then McGeady, then former Preston player, getting obviously scoring that cracker goal. And I think it was the first thing, I was like, I don't even know how many games we're in the league. I think it's like 10, 11 games into the league. When we picked up I only picked up 1 win, which just isn't good enough. And going into October, 1-1 draw home to QPR. I actually wasn't on that game. I think that's one of the I think that's like one of 3 home games that I've made through the season. Obviously the other 2 being Wolves and Derby. Yeah, I was another game of that one. And yeah, and it was quite boring game. Obviously QPR's not really interesting to play either. Then one of I think this was the first of 4 3-3 draws season away at Brentford. and Billy Jones person. I think Billy Jones person. I think Brentford went in front. Sorry, then Billy Jones got the equaliser, and then 2 goals for Grabban, put us 3-1 at half time, and then I think it's like the last 15 minutes was conceded 2 goals. Just not good enough. And then 2-1 home defeat to Bristol City. At the time, I think most people thought that Bristol City would be like going up to the Premier League maybe by the playoffs. They had a really good year this year, Bristol. And then 3-3 draw home with Bolton. I know Sammy Amiobi went put Bolton in front, and then 2 goals from Grabban making it 2-1, and then Bolton went 3-2 up again, and Paddy McNair just before full time getting the equaliser. That was a good game. I remember that one was a very good game. And I think that's actually the marks sacking of Simon Grayson, which I'm not surprised really, because even though like I think we're in a relegation zone, but like we're actually doing that badly. But we obviously picked up 1 win. I think 18 just wasn't good enough. 8th November, 1-0 away defeat to Middlesbrough. Like that game was poor. Well, it was poor to Scotland. Like once again we played really well. Just couldn't capitalise. Then 2-2 draw to the Millwall. And then I think it was Grabban put us in front with that goal. That one, and the 2 stupid mistakes by Rutter. But Millwall 2-1. I think both from George Seville free kicks, and then and I think there was another goalkeeping mistake. Obviously, came up Matthews. I think it was supposed to be a cross when the keeper. It was so close to keeper, and the keeper just pushed it in. I don't even know why. And then after that game, Chris Coleman came in as manager. I was really happy with that appointment. He was quite a big one. Obviously, compared to Simon Grayson. First game, they got the plan 2-1 away defeat Aston Villa. And yeah, it's just pure. Obviously, Steve Bruce. Obviously, he has quite a good record against us. Hasn't lost against us, I don't think, as a manager since he has left Sunderland. And then a 2-0 away win at Burton. James Vaughan getting the first goal, and then George Winneman putting the game to bed. It was really good that game. I remember. Then Coleman's first home game of 3-1, home defeat to Reading. That game was just poor. Really wasn't good enough for that one. And then a 0-0 draw at Wolves. Funny enough how we finished bottom, yet we're the only team this season which Wolves actually haven't beaten at least once, which I don't know if that's poor from Wolves or good from us. I think probably poor from Wolves, to be honest. And then 1-0 home win against Fulham was looking good. And then Josh Madger, I think that was part of the introductory for Madger and Massaro when they first came into the side. 1-0 home win there was very good. Our first home win in 364 days, which is not good really. And then 1-1 draw home to Birmingham. I think Birmingham went in front. That one I think was from Southampton, forgot his name. Sam Gallagher, and then Grabban equalised. I think Grabban scored 19 goals this season, 11 that come on Sunderland, so good season from him. 3-0 away defeat to Sheffield United, just not good enough in that game. Boxing in, and then end of the year, 1-0 we went to Forest, Ed McGeady getting the goal. It was looking good. Going to January, 1-0 home defeat to Barnsley, and that game with the Barnsley that there, I think of all teams that actually were at the same about the season, I think Barnsley really were probably the only team that actually showed a bit of class, because everyone else that was there, they like I won't say they're worse than us, but they just didn't look bothered. And then FA Cup run came to end straight away, 2-0 away defeat to Middlesbrough. I wasn't too bothered, and then the 4-0 away defeat to Cardiff, our heaviest defeat of the season. Which it was just expected, really, wasn't it? And then 1-0 home win against Hull. And that game was I know that game we could have easily lost the game. And then Massaro putting us in front like in the 20th minute. And then Hull should have really won that game, but we defended well. And then the end of January, 3-1 away defeat to Birmingham. It's not good enough from us in that game. And then in February, 2-0 home defeat to Ipswich. I think this is our run. This game that our run didn't win for, I think it was almost 2 months. Didn't I think I'm going to win like up 2 months or so. And a 3-3 away to Bristol City. This is probably all the draws I got seen for like, and we've actually got the second. Actually, I think we got like the joint highest draws this season. I think it was with Burton and Preston. We have got a lot of draws this season, and I think the one against Bristol City is probably the finest one, because we're 3-0 down at half time, and then just our players put themselves together, and then gotten back into the game. It was 3-3. It was very, very good, that game. I really enjoyed that one. I wasn't there. I was actually at the Gator match watching that one. Very good. I really enjoyed that one. And then after that, I think it was a 2-0 home defeat to Brentford. Just Brentford. I think Ipswich, Bristol, and Brentford isn't really what you want, is it? And then and 1-0 with defeat the Bolton. Just I know that game was really annoying because we should have really won that game, and their goal came off a refereeing error. It was both of them refereeing error because that goal actually came from a throw in, which wasn't a throw in, and the free kick wasn't a free kick, so it's a refereeing error there. And then 3-3 home dog against Middlesbrough. That game was good as well. Osoro put us in front, and then Middlesbrough 2-1 after the break, and Johnny Williams getting his only goal for Sunderland, make the 2-2. And then Middlesbrough going 3-2 up against Patrick Bamford. That was his good patch of form, and then kind of man him in the 96th minute, getting that equaliser. Was really fantastic game that one. 1-1 we draw Millwall. Another game we should have won. Oviedo stunner put us in front, and then Millwall just trying to get the equaliser. 3-0 home defeat the Villa. Just that game was just absolutely shocking. Graben getting early goal. I think when you know that Graben's getting the goal against you, that's just really poor. I think everyone picked that one though. And 1-0 way to defeat the QPR. Again another game where it was truly a stupid mistake from the keeper. He's chasing Steele handball outside the box. I don't know what the hell he's doing. And then obviously from that QPR scored, and 2-0 home defeat the Preston against the same pattern. I think most of our home defeats this season were by 2 goals, which isn't good. And then probably the best result of the season, a 4-1 away win at Derby. That was absolutely tremendous. That game is one of the few games where we actually played well. And then Honeyman's decided to goal post in front in that one, and Archivech against one of his 2 goals for something this season. And Matt Vidra, I think it was just before half time, getting the goal there. And then it was Aidan McGeady for the penalty, and then John O'Shea scoring. And it was just a really fantastic game, that one. And in April, on Easter Monday, 3-1 home defeat Sheffield Wednesday, wasn't good enough, that game. Again, another game where we just did really well, just couldn't capitalise on our chances. 1-1 away to Leeds. I think April was just a poor month for us because we just, out of April, and we had 6 games, we should have won all of them. I'm not even kidding you guys, we should have won every single game in April from the way that we played as well. And then there was 1-1 draw at Leeds, and 1-1 draw at Norwich. Honeyman again put us in front, and then I think Ivo Pinto is going in the 89th minutes to get the equaliser. It's just poor from us, isn't it? 2-0 we draw Reading. I think it was Bothers. I think it was Kemigan. It was Bothersson put Reading in front. Then we went 2-1 up Cattermole, and I forgot who else was this. Cattermole put us 2-1 up, and then Kemigan getting the equaliser. And then this is the game which confirmed our relegation to 2-1 home with the Burton. Paddy McNair, who put us in front, and then 2 quick goals. Darren Bent first of all, and who actually likes Darren Bent, honestly. But he put Burton equaliser, and Liam Boyce the 92nd minute getting the victory for Burton, who did eventually go down, which is unfortunate because Burton, they should have really stayed up because they had the fighting power, just couldn't do enough on the last day. 2-1 away defeat the Fulham. Again, another game where Fulham, they needed that win, but which proved to be pointless in the end because they didn't. And they got beat up Birmingham the last day. And then in May, nice with the cup season, a 3-0 home win against Wolves, which I mean this season's been really really poor, but that game was just I think that game just nice little summary of that. And that, guys, is the season. It just wasn't good enough, really, was it? Next season, I'm hoping we'll bounce back straight away, but whether that be the champion second place or just the playoffs, I'm not care as long as we get promoted straight away. New ownership, new manager who isn't in yet, but hoping we get him in soon because pre-season's because obviously we've got the World Cup. In something to look forward to now. I'll obviously take my man off, and hopefully England can actually do something the World Cup. I'll be making my predictions very soon for that, for the group stages. So yeah, see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and